What's up, world? It's your boy Tommy Mav. I just came in to drop in and give y'all my thoughts on the whole situation brewing with Kawhi Leonard. Um, a lot of people are saying, about this whole wrestling thing. Is it right? Is it wrong? Should he be able to do that? Should he not be able to do that? I know I'm a huge Kawhi Leonard fan, like a huge been a fan of his since he was on the Spurs. Think he's an uber talented cat, but I'm gonna have to call foul on this one. I think as a player, that's so detrimental to your team. Not, I mean, if you want to do it 30 games in a season, you want to do it 80 games, 40 games a season, fine. You cannot be taking load management days. But you ain't when your last game was 2 games, you already had 2 days off the rest. On top of the fact that you only played, you already took a rest day, and you only in the seventh game of the season. Your team has not gelled yet. You know what I'm saying? So you already going through that turmoil because a lot of the quiet the cap. A lot of people think that these. I said this before the season long. Check out my video why I thought the Kawhi Leonard Paul George situation was not going to be great, and I still don't think it's going to be great. But and I think a lot of people are caught up because the Clippers are a good team. Like even last night, they were very competitive against the Bucks. Even without Kawhi Leonard. So a lot of people think, well, we bring Paul George in a situation, it's only gonna make it better. First, the lies that the Clippers are a great defensive team. They're a good defensive team. Great defensive team, I think, is a stretch. The Bucks scored 130 on them last night. I think the Suns scored 130. They give up a lot of points. So now, efficiency wise, are they a good defense? Do they cause a lot of turnovers or whatnot? I don't know. But I do know that they give up a lot of points. And as a defense that gives up a lot of points, it's a myth that they're great. I mean, the Lakers are a great defense. I think they only have one team that went over 100 on them, and they barely went over 100. And the other team that went over 100 by like 10 points, they did it in overtime. So it's not like the Lakers are a really good defense. They stymie teams. Whether you're three, they got people who can close out on shooters. They got people that can protect the rim, and they have big, strong bodies that you can't just body your way into the rim into the thing. So I think the Lakers are a great defense. I don't think the Clippers are. But I'll get more in my next video when I'm talking about the Lakers and the Clippers and kind of give them my update on the situation between them, who's better. But and LeBron's triple double and how I think he's destroying the league right now. But wow, first things first. Kawhi Leonard and wrestling. Like I said, y'all gelling. You know what I'm saying? Especially defense. Their defense has not looked good. They have not looked polished. I think it's incredibly stupid for you to be taking management days when you really haven't done enough on your new team. You ain't earned your team respect enough to be taking days off. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're a team that really was like we on the cusp, and now we got this. These are a lot of guys who aren't getting a lot of shine. I mean, Harold's getting more pub this season than he ever got. So did Lou Williams. A lot of these guys are getting a lot of pub, and they know if they drop to 5-4, 5-5, all of a sudden nobody's caring about them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Kawhi Leonard's good. He doesn't need it. But these guys need those endorsement deals. They're not making what Kawhi Leonard is making. They're not making what the upper echelon guys are making. They're not making much, so they need to depend on making buzz so they can sign bigger deals and their names can get bigger. And when Kawhi Leonard sits out of games, people don't watch him, and so therefore it hurts his teammates because they don't get to showcase their talent. Patrick Beverly would not be paying. The Clippers would not be on national TV. Nobody would be paying attention to him if Kawhi Leonard wasn't on there. So what happens when Kawhi Leonard is telling people he's not going to play back to back? People are gonna all of a sudden that's detrimental to the team, not only to his teammates who probably do not look favorably upon it, but you go further back, you can go beyond that to just from a standpoint of the league. It hurts the players because now when they go to do their negotiation, they try to set up in the NBA PA goes in, and they try to set up the revenue stream and set up the owners are going to be hard on. You might look, dude, we're not going to be giving y'all money, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all missing national televised game, which is causing us to have problems with our contracts. and these TV networks who are selling sponsors, and then y'all backing out off of load management. What does that even mean? You can't go out and play a game before that, and everybody's talking about how great you are. And then now all of a sudden you get pushed in this situation, and all of a sudden you ain't that great no more. You eyes take. Well, how you sit? How's your knee messing up, and you ain't limping? You ain't showing no signs of any type of injury when you play, and then all of a sudden, it's a back to back, or you playing a great team. Like he played the Lakers on game one because there's no pressure there. He's playing by himself. Like it's him versus LeBron and all them people expecting them to lose. So it wasn't really Paul George wasn't there yet, so it was no pressure. So he took that game. But you talking about majority of the games where people were lining up to see him play, he doesn't show up. He doesn't come to the game until the playoffs. He did that last year. I think against the Warriors, the big game everybody's waiting on, he just didn't play. He does that all the time, and I said that before the season. That's one of the things you got to worry about. And he's not jailed. Like the team around him has jailed, so he really doesn't have to do much but take over and what Gallinari left off. Here's not the fact. This whole myth that he's a play creator now is the most annoying crap in the world. Kawhi Leonard does not read defenses. He's not doing what LeBron does. Kawhi Leonard is a ISO player who gets in trouble, and sometimes people will make runs and he sees them sometimes. He's not LeBron James. LeBron James is directing baskets. He's moving guys around so that he can get mismatches. That's all Kawhi Leonard does. Kawhi Leonard comes down, tries to ISO to get a shot. If he cannot get a shot, people start making cuts and he throws the ball to him. That's not the same thing. I heard him saying that same thing about Kevin Durant last year. Kevin Durant does not do what LeBron James does. LeBron James goes down and he asks people to come over so he can get mismatches. And then he knows mismatch. You gonna come over here. You gonna come just like what he was doing. With nobody paying attention to what he was doing against the Bulls. What he kept doing, he kept moving and getting their guys like Kuzma on their big guys, and he would run pick and roll with a sharpshooter, so that the fast people that would normally help on the ISO with Kuzma, and that he was the reason why Kuzma. Before he got when he got on the court, when Kuzma first got started, a lot of people started talking about Kuzma, but a lot of people want to talk about the fact that LeBron was on the court when Kuzma first got hot. That's what allowed LeBron to go take that break. Because towards the end of the third quarter, Kuzma got it going, and then LeBron finally was able to go and sit down. But LeBron got him going because LeBron started doing that thing where they would take Dwight Howard and they bring him out to the top of the key. And he run a pick and roll with a sharpshooter with Dwight coming out, so the only person that can help out on the defense, because he has to roll back. So either the guy who's taking a pick and roll, they had to make a choice. Either they're going to leave Kuzma one-on-one with a big or one of those slow guys like the number 31 or the number 2 Cornette. That's how Kuzma kept getting those one-on-one with these bigs, and he was taking them off the dribble because they had to make a choice. Either they had to put that big guy on Kuzma, or they were gonna have to they either had to put the big guy on Kuzma, which gave him ISO, and Kuzma gonna win that every time, or they would have had to come off. The person would have had to come off, and they would have left. Then LeBron would just hit Dwight Howard on that cut to the basket. And that's dunking all day. That's easy. It's easy money. He's just gonna dump it in. So he put them in bad situation. That's what LeBron James does. He slows the game down, but he makes sure every basket is quality. And that's the difference. When you watch Kawhi Leonard, he doesn't do that. Kawhi Leonard comes down, he dribbles around, ISO. He can't get a shot up. He'll hold it up. Somebody will cut and he'll throw in the ball if they cut. Either Harrell or the other guy, but he's not running plays. That's why he only getting like 4 or 5 assists. It's not like he's going out there controlling the game like a Chris Paul, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Mike Conley type of dude. He's not doing it. He's really just, like I say, he's a lesser version of Gallinari passing wise, and he can shoot. He's a great player. So offensively, he's a great player. Defensively, I do not. I mean, LeBron this year has been playing better defensively than Kawhi Leonard. He just has. And I don't care what way you look at it. I mean, you can go even look at defensive efficiency. LeBron James is fourth. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James is playing better than him this year on defense. He just is. You know what I'm saying? And they can cry. I mean, but we get so we become prisoners of the narrative, right? The narrative is LeBron James is old, so he doesn't play defense anymore. So he can't he can't play defense like he used to. You don't forget, it's only been like 3 or 4 years that LeBron James has not been. Really, it's only been 2 years. His second year with the Cavs. That year when Kyrie got traded, when LeBron James had to take on all of the offensive responsibility for everybody else. The only way his teammates could score is if he passed it to him, and the only way he basically the whole offense had to run through him. That season was when LeBron James kind of had to stop playing defense because he was exerting way too much energy. But before that year, the year before that, LeBron James was a pretty good defensive player. You know what I'm saying? He was a good, and the year before that, he was all defensive. All NBA defense. So he's only like 2 or 3 years removed from being an All NBA defender. But the narrative takes hold, right? Kawhi Leonard's been out for 2 years. He ain't been on no All NBA defensive team. And last year, I don't even know if he was on the All NBA defensive team because he missed so many games. So even though he's a great defender, I think the narrative runs away at times. You know what I'm saying? He's a much better defender than LeBron James. I don't know. Not if you've been watching the Lakers. If you've been watching the Lakers, I would not say he's a better defender than LeBron right now. I'm not seeing it. They're both good on ball defenders. LeBron James is a way smarter defender than he is. He's more handsy. I mean, he gets his hand in and stuff like that. He's very technically sound on defense. So is LeBron. The difference is LeBron's way smarter. You know what I'm saying? LeBron understands pick and rolls. He understands what offenses are trying to do before they do it, which allows him to line up and get in place because he's seen so many defenses because people have tried so many defenses on him. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard, you pick a poison with him. You know what I'm saying? You either let your teammates beat you, let his teammates beat you, meaning you send people at as soon as you get the ball, doubling, you get the ball and somebody's getting a one-on-one, and you either gonna let his teammates beat you or you gonna turn around and you gonna let him beat you. He's not passing it to his teammates. He's just kicking it to them and they're running the offense as he's being doubled down on. That's the only defenses that Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, KD, that's the only defenses they see. Trap and get the ball out their hand. LeBron James, people know you can't beat him like that because he understands defense is better. When he knows that you're trapping him, all he's gonna do is one, he's too strong. Even if you try to trap him, he's way too strong. He's too tall. He's too big. He's too wide. Oh yeah, he's gonna find a way to get room, and people gonna be moving around. If you try to double him, he's gonna find the open person. So you can't trap him and get him out of this. So you gotta run. So you got so many combo defenses that they run to stop LeBron James. So he knows a lot of stuff, so that allows him to be able to pick up on stuff faster when he's playing on the defensive side because he's seen almost every defense you can throw at him. Kawhi Leonard just is he's just a good on-the-ball defender. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even argue that he's the best on-ball defender in the league. I just don't think he is. Well, he's a great on-the-ball defender, and I think people lose track of the fact because he's a great on-ball defender. They just assume, Kawhi got it. So Kawhi doesn't have it. He's okay. He ain't nothing to run home about. So, getting back to my point, if you're losing sponsors, your team obviously is not jailed. Y'all defense is giving up 130 points to Sun, to Bucks. I mean, y'all giving up a lot of points. So your defense obviously isn't what it was. Y'all ain't jailed defensively yet. You should use these games to get some wins, especially some surefire wins that you probably would have got. Like last night when y'all won by 2, y'all probably would have won that game if Kawhi Leonard was playing. So now you're giving up all these games. Then now Paul George is going to come back into the system. Now it's going to be messed up, right? Because right now the Clippers are running the same thing they ran last year. They're throwing Kawhi Leonard in instead of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Gallinari. That's all it is. It's that the ISO man is turning to him, and they're using team passing opposed to Gallinari drawing people with ISO and then passing. So Kawhi Leonard, you do not need to take these days off because this is the time you need to gel with your teammates. Because when Paul George comes back, it's going to be disarray. They're going to lose 2 or 3 games, tops. Just trying to figure out now it's something you just know, okay, team ball ain't working. Let's kick it to Kawhi for his ISO. Now he's going to have to split those ISOs. Now it's going to be like, okay, Paul George, you do the ISO now. Okay, who turned it? Then now when he was shooting, because Kawhi Leonard already is having Kawhi is kept. Percentage wise, his shooting percentage is down this year. He's bricking everything. You know what I'm saying? I think he's hovering around 40, somewhere between 45. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not. I can't remember the last time I saw it. But when I saw it last, he wasn't his shooting percentage wasn't that high because he's like 9 of he's like 9 of like 20 and stuff like that. Like he's not really shooting great this year, at least not as efficiently as he was last year. This year he's not because, like I said, he's the only one trying to get acclimated to the sway, to the motions and stuff of the team, and understand when he's supposed to be aggressive and go ISO, and when he's supposed to sit back and let the team. So he's still trying to figure out his spot. So his shots are drop. I mean, his shots aren't dropping like they were last year. Problem with that is now when you bring Paul George into it, now both of them are trying to get a mix. So they're both gonna be breaking shots. Now, if you Paul George and you stepping in and you go 2 for 9 and he goes 2 for 9, both of y'all trying to figure out y'all shot. Y'all both trying to get y'all rhythm, but y'all ain't getting as many shots to do it anymore like you were if you were by yourself. You by yourself like you was in Toronto here. You can shoot yourself out of something. You're gonna get a lot of chances to keep shooting. But it's kind of like what Steph Curry was going through last year. Steph Curry went into a shooting slump because he would make a shot, and then the team would start losing, and then now they're going ISO, and he's turning to a setup shooter, but he's only getting one shot, because nobody's leaving Steph Curry open on those, setup shot. So he's only getting one shot every 4 or 5 times down the court. When he was playing there by himself, they would force feed it to him. So his stroke would he would catch his rhythm because he get way more attempts to catch his rhythm. But when you got 2 guys vying over that spot, now it's like, okay, I need to get my rhythm, but he also needs to catch his rhythm. So he's got it going. So if he's got it going, do I stop and now try to bring Kawhi wrong because his shots seem to be out of rhythm? No, it's going to throw off the whole chemistry of the offense. So now they're not going to be able to run team ball no more because both of them are going to need their shots. It's going to throw a monkey wrench into everything the Clippers do once Paul George. I think they were better. I said it before the season. I said now they were better off if Kawhi Leonard just came over there by himself because he's going to be the guy that you need to get when the team thing doesn't work. We need some ISO play we know to get to him. Now you can't. To be honest, you don't need one ISO person. You never need 2 ISO people. That's what I say about KD and Durant. The same thing I said about Steph and D'Angelo Russell. It's not going to work. You can't have 2 guys. You can't have an ISO guy and another guy who's a volume shooter. Meaning they take a lot of shots. Right? Steph is generally efficient, but this year, because all defense was trapping and getting the ball, he took way more shots. That took away from D'Angelo Russell's ability to control the ball as much as he normally does. And even though he's playing okay, it's not a dynamic that he'll get that anybody wants to get used to when you're not really getting the shots like you used to. So you only need 2 ISO players. You really don't need one ISO player that's really good because when the team ball is not working, you pitch to him and he can get a bucket. You don't need 2 guys that can do that. That's really all him and Paul George bring to the table. The same thing. Defense and ISO. Now, is Paul George a good spot-up shooter? He is. He's a good spot-up shooter. When you pass him the ball in the pocket, that shoot. Kawhi Leonard ain't doing that. Kawhi Leonard ain't Westbrook. He ain't jumping in the air and firing at the people and they catching their pocket and getting it off. Kawhi Leonard throws bounce passes a lot of times, and they're the ugliest bounce passes you ever see. It's like that. It's not like when LeBron like sending like missiles where it's like he's skipping a stone and like bounces and lands right in the person's hand. His balls are like look retarded. He's like an ESC kid. So and once again, I know it comes off as I'm crapping on Kawhi, and I do not mean to sound like that. I love Kawhi as a player, but you cannot be taking days off, dude. You just got back. The season just started. You taking a rest management game. People are paying tickets to come see you play, messing up the national games. It's like he was doing that last year, but it was more accepted because of the situation he was coming off of. Now you've been in there. People see that you're healthy. They've seen you play. You cannot pull the "I need the rest" jump now. But anyways, as I said before, please subscribe. I just wanted to come in and talk about that. Come on, Kawhi, you can't be taking rest this early in the season. This is not right. You know what I'm saying? Be fair. You know what I'm saying? Don't take advantage of the Clippers just because you got them in a vicarious position because they know you only got a 3-year deal with a 2-year with an option after the second year. So you pretty much got them by the balls. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do whatever you say, but that don't mean you get to abuse it. You're not hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're a detriment to your team. You're hurting your team when you don't have to. It's just play. It's a home game at that. Just play. You know what I'm saying? You waking up, you driving, and it's no different. Play. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. If he had to go away, then I could always say, okay, I wouldn't want to fly over to Milwaukee. But he's home. You know what I'm saying? You waking up in the morning driving to the place you drive every day anyway. Just go play. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's ridiculous. You should not be resting now. Especially when people are paying their hard-earned money to watch you play. You don't show up just cause. Hell is that? Like, nigga, I just paid my money. You gonna leave me on step? I'm here with people coming with their family. Oh, Kawhi versus Giannis. He just don't show up. For what reason? He ain't even have a valid reason. Oh, no, I just didn't feel like doing it today. In fact, me, the shit you don't feel like doing it today, I just pay my money. Now I'm sitting up here watching freaking Montrezl Harrell and Sweet Lou Williams. Give a damn if they are good. I don't want to watch them. I could watch them last year. As you see, nobody came to watch them. Because they weren't popular. Nobody see them. You look hard. Show up. Play. I just think he knew he was going to lose, and he didn't want to lose because he knew they were going to be talking about it. So he chickened out. Oh, I'm going to play against the Blazers. What? Why? Why are you not playing against them, but you will play against the Blazers? Makes no sense to me. I mean, play the game. Play, like Hermel would say. You play. I mean, you play to win the game. Well, that really doesn't fit. But whatever. Anyway, as I said before, please subscribe. If you're feeling it, you like what I'm talking about. I talk about this stuff from a very knowledgeable standpoint. I like to get into the X's and O's of the game. I like to really go into the mindset of people because I have played sports. I have played, football, basketball. I understand the mentality that goes into it. So, please, subscribe if you like to hear intelligible knowledge on basketball and other things. Also, subscribe to get my hit that little notification so you get my videos as soon as they come out. Because what's the point of subscribing if you don't know when shit come out? Right? Let's be real. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy.